just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, the third of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
DC ready? Come on, come on! Come on! Ready! It's hot! 13.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Now after the play, they'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round.
Ready, set.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Get up. 19 right. 70 Timberwolves. Bronco 80. Panther 60. Panthers 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Buffalo at 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To throw is Willis. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. 19 tight.
Willis to throw. That one out wide to Achek. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. 1st down, Miami.
Dragon 60.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Willis now to throw. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
18, Mustang Knight, come Knight, 18 Cardinals, go!
Throwing, Willis. That's taken in by Achane. There's no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Trap 6, Warriors, 70, 7 Pirates. Hey, check that, street.
Throwing, Willis. That is brought in. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 32 yards.
Ready.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, Hawk. Yep.
Here's a designed run. And he's in. What a try. Malik Willis. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it was the quarterback taking it in for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second down, Jackson. Quick throw, taken in, and he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. The throw here is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
This one intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. It's a gain of 34.
Okay,
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
ready.
Now, this looks like a design run. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Viking 18. Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
To throw, here's Willis. Moving to his left. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Reload. 19 Tiger. Check smash. Ready.
We'll try and pick this up by running option to the right. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus. There's a different clarity. There's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First and 10. Jackson. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 29, here's second down and 6. Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here comes third and 6. Now, Jackson. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Avante Turpin on the return. He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Get it. 60, Viking, 8, trap 60. Go.
Willis now to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tag. Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On first down, they'll run the option to the left. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 2. That's out to the flat and incomplete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and to set it down, he picked up the first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
60 by 2. 60 by 2.
42-yard line.
60. Hey, check that. Check that. Let go.
They'll try and run the option left. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Dolphins first down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner. And we can see there as he picks up the first down.
On the handoff, this is H.A. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Check. Hurt.
Willis. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now Willis. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Elijah Higgins. Touchdown, Dolphins.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson now. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. A big play to kick off this drive. 62 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 3rd down, Jackson moving outside the pocket. Will try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the 1st.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On the ground to start the drive, it's H.A. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
Drop 60, drop 60. Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11. Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Pistol snap to Willis. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Dragon 6, 19 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70s.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out of bounds. Very close to the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 31 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
60 Maverick.
Here's Willis. That went out wide to H.A. Now the Ravens use their 1st time out. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
It's 2nd and 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And he will go all the way. Come on, H.A. Touchdown, Miami. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Nice shot. Come on. 13.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Moore will try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. A gain there of 20. Good for a Raven first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here's Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to find your voice as a young player, but you can change that pretty quickly if he continues to make plays like we've seen here in this one.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Now Jackson. The ball's out. Looks like one of the Ravens was able to fall on it. Yes, indeed they did. So Baltimore will keep. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Throwing Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. That was something else. Big pickup on 4th and long. And they get a new set of downs. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Jackson looking to throw. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Back to throw, Jackson. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
Two incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. One team advances. One team's season ends here. 2nd half underway in the AFC wildcard game. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set! 18 Cardinal. Set, hey! Go!
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Hey, hey, check that, check that. Cougar 19. 70 skipper. Ready, right?
They'll stay on the ground with Achan. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Once again, it's Achan. He'll dodge one would-be tackle and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Here we go, set. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Rig alert, rig alert.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
By Kyle Hamilton. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try.
8-yard attempt.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he is out of bounds. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
1st and 10.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. You just saw their opponent miss a field goal try. Come out aggressive on the ensuing possession. Strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Now, Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Second down, Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
3rd and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
4th down, Jackson. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. He's going to have a Ravens first down on what will be a big play there from 4th and long.
First down.
From the gun, Here comes Jacobs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Jackson now. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
On first and 10, it's Achane. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Here's a give to Achane. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He takes off.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On the double.
Third and 9.
Come on, come on. Dragon 6, 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Ready, right?
To throw, here's Boots. That is intercepted. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick-six. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
He'll drop to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send a loose football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Don't worry. Hey, Alpha, what? Chill up.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Again, it's Jackson. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Hey, hey. No. Go ahead.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw is Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Got his man at the 6.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points, you kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Now Jackson. Escaping to his left. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Rig alert, rig alert.
Well run with H.A. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready.
Willis. Now a screen set up for H.A. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
70 Timberwolves. Smash, smash. Check. Ready.
Now a pitch to H.A. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Alexander to return. Oh, looked like he was at a seam for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
No, we changed it.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. First down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Jackson now on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
15 yards through the air. First down, Baltimore.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
They'll try again here. It's second and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Handoff is A-10 heading left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Off he goes. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. From the pistol, here's Achane. Good blocking to the 15. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Ravens 20. Jason Sanders.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson going for it all. That is hard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Quick hitting slant there. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page. And when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd down. Now, Jackson. Headed left, buying time. He's going to tuck it and go. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
One last shot now for Jackson. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They are moving on in these playoffs.